missing and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
Do you know where she is?
No, but that doesn't
Your sister is missing and I want her found. What else is Edward for if not to keep the family safe?
I'd be happy to send someone to look for her, ma'am. It's not a...
Mother, Edward has better things to do than sending someone out to find
It's
Imogen.
as if time itself has avoided this place.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
I'm not going to have Edward drop everything just because Imogen decided to take a lover again.
Jack, how dare you speak so disrespectfully about your sister? I can't bear to think what might be happening to Imogen right now.
Mother, will you let it go, please?
So did you find out what happened to the courier?
Yeah, he'd send someone to find Imogen.
We've been over this, Mother.
Some raiders set up camp near Parsons and ambushed him. I took care of them.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
Yeah, figures. Oh well. Here's your pay for the job. Too bad about the serum. Now, as far as what's next. Oh hell, I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
I don't think you're even listening to me, Jack.
She's a grown woman.
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogen.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got it all, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogen is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
No problem. I'll bring her back.
The trouble usually isn't finding her. It's persuading her to come home. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
Got it. Off to Good Neighbor, then. Hey.
Go ahead.
Paladin Dance.
Inquiring about anything in particular?
Your thoughts?
I can count the number of people I can depend on.
How do you think things are between us?
You're one hell of a soldier, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
That's all for now.
Affirmative. Safety's off. I don't like the look of this place
Peacock says newcomers are welcome to the third rail. Go on in.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Only reason I come? That and you waste.
Boy, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! Gal, what's a word?
That stuff's poison. The sooner you realize it, the better.
Excuse me, miss?
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I've never heard that song before. Who wrote it?
I did. Everything I sing is an original. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? But don't tell me. Let me guess. It's your eyes. Quick and intense. I bet you never miss a detail, You like what you see? So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
I came here for the music.
Flatterer. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seemed like a body that could use looking after.
Do you know where she's gone?
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Emma Jean, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Emma Jean. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas.
Yes, that's right. The one Emma Jean was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Looks like we got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
Lady, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
Toss out the troublemakers. Keep that in.
Hey.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I'm just looking for Imogen Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Imogen is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
I just need to make sure she's okay.
You've got my word. She's fine. She's just staying in her room right now. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
I highly suggest you let us speak to her.
I said she wasn't seeing anybody, including you.
Maybe 500 caps will help make her available.
Bribing, instead of fighting. That's a new one on me, soldier.
Well, that's different. The truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. For 500 caps, I'm happy to make her your problem. Here, let me unlock the door for you. I've got to warn you. She's way stronger than she looks.
To a performance.
It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there. She's all yours, neighbor.
You must be Emma Jean.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit... younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society. Back when there was any.
I have a vial of that serum with me. Here. Looks like you need it.
Don't give that away. We need to pass it on to our Brotherhood scribes for study.
How did you get that? Never mind, I'd rather not know. Thank you so very much. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
I hope you don't need to say goodbye to your boyfriend.
Thomas? He wasn't my boyfriend. We had some fun together, that's all. Besides, he shouldn't have locked me in here. Don't worry, I'll find my own way home. I'm not quite ready to face Mother. And thank you. I really do appreciate you coming to find me. Even though I didn't actually need rescuing.
Hey.
Need something?
Is that absolutely necessary?
Edward! Edward! Edward, switch over to the heartbeat modulator.
It's as if time itself has avoided this place.
Now, how's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in! Edward! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
What happened?
The guards at Parsons called in that they were under attack. Edward went to help. I've only just been able to raise him, briefly. I didn't get much, but it sounds like the situation there is nearly out of control. I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
We'd better get to Parsons right away, then.
Exactly right. Hold on. Weren't you off looking for Imogene? Did you find her?
Yes, I found her. She's fine.
Oh, good.
At least there's one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here, I hope that's the right amount. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Nice.
I hope this has something to do with our mission. Given the current state of the economy, the cleanliness of this location is quite unusual.
Perfect. Don't think I can pick this.
You watch my back, and I'll watch yours.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. He would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him.
Good work. Don't leave anything behind. Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
Hey.
All right. Waste of ammo. Damn it! Going weapons cold.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves. Not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go.
All signs point to this location being it. Keep your safety.
Bring
Whoever
it!
or whatever created this mess might still be around.
Wait, listen.
If Lefty's right
Get
about
ready.
this being where that new juice is coming from, hell yeah, it's gonna be worth it. How'd you get any of it anyway? Lefty doesn't even like you. I cashed in some favors with people who Lefty does like. You just saw because you got a taste. You better be right. And Lefty better share it out fair or it's not just present. sanatorium! Person.
Disappearing act. Huh?
Yes.
Outstanding. Let's open it up. Awaiting. Your command.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in
Whatever
here.
this thing was,
Haven't seen
been
anybody
totally
for
torn to
quite a
pieces.
while. I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement, although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the
You okay?
abandoned part of the
I'll be
building.
all right.
It looks like the Abremelin field is still functioning, although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason.
Got it. Let's go.
Just follow my instructions and everything will be fine.
Be careful, Jack. You too.
There we go.
There. This is my property. You are trespassing.
I'll find you! No need to hide. It'll all be over soon. Turn up death. Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick.
God's sake!
You can
How many of
trust
these
me.
bastards are there?
Vaporized. Only a fucking coward hides. Payback time, boogeyman.
I heard something.
Intruder alert.
We never used this wing. Nobody's been in here for decades. There's no telling what we'll run into. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor.
Something doesn't feel right around here.
I don't know, like he ever tells us anything.
Those mercs put up a good fight, huh?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Not exactly the
Nothing
pushover
there now.
we promised.
What do you think?
Jumping in shadows.
Yeah, Probably.
Sorry, Curly. It was fun while it lasted.
This is bullshit. Stuck here in Creepsville while everyone
What the
else
fuck was
gets
that?
the good loot.
Did you hear that?
sneaking up on us right now?
Don't get your panties in a twist. I'm going.
If you're like fucking bullet in your head.
Leave me alone.
Time's of the essence! Kill them quickly!
Never know what you'll find.
Shit, lost him.
What a little bitch.
You are so dead. Ha! Found your sorry ass.
This is bullshit.
If I find you, with all
Patience.
you can hide, oh,
Been treated horribly.
We don't have time for this!
Oh, I know you're here. Find you.
when you turn up, you're dead.
Yeah, keep running.
More of them?
Eliminated.
Good. The old utility elevator is still working. This will take us to the basement. Come on, this is the only way down. Over here.
Going down.
keep coming from?
We don't have time for this!
Back to hell.
We need the key.
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo. Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now!
We need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door. Security doors! Hurry it up! Our men upstairs don't seem to have been of much use.
I'm opening the main door.
That's
Hurry!
right.
The Abremlin
We need
field
to
is
shut
down.
down the Apparently... our capabilities. That's it. I can feel the strength return. Now, I will finally be free.
There's still one chance. Just need a moment to enter the failsafe codes. It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his power. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know this. Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the four...
Bingo.
Or a Bremen... Then generate...
Hell yeah.
Just a manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Do the right thing. Open this door and let me out. Think back on everything Jack has told you. Who do you think is really the crazy one here?
Do not listen to him. This is what he does. Surely you see it. Fool.
Ah, at long last, you did the right thing. You'll see.
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. But you wait there so that we can have that little chat that's so long overdue.
Get away while you can.
It seems Jack doesn't want to talk to his father. We'll have to kill him, you know. And all the rest of them.
Nice. How long have you been locked up in here?
My loving son trapped me here in the year of our Lord, 1898, so, almost 400 years. I think you were about to agree to helping me kill Jack and the rest of my traitorous kin, yes?
Sounds good to me.
Then let us adjourn to Cabot House. I'm sure that's where they'll hole up. I'll meet you there. Just don't start without me. Let's go.
isn't much left to properly identify these remains. Keep your safety off. Whoever or whatever created this mess might still be around.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
This just is downtown.
A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Do you need something, madame? Eager to observe new data. I find this traveling agrees with you.
Heads up.
You point,
Find anything useful?
Yes? I hope we are not mugged. This is common in urban environments.
I'm amazed that the city survived the war without taking a direct hit.
Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all to further that survival.
Jackson ensured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time.
mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
Lorenzo's dead. You don't have to worry about him anymore.
What? How? That's... I can hardly believe it. I don't know what to say. You'll have to give me a moment.
My God, what does this mean, Jeff?
I'm happy he's dead. He was going to kill us, wasn't he? And to be fair, we had it coming.
Ignore her, Mother. She's just trying to provoke you. What it means is that we don't have to worry about Lorenzo coming here to kill us. And also that we're all going to have to learn to do without the serum. Our little taste of immortality is over.
It could have been a lot worse.
Amazing. It's as if time itself has avoided this place.
Lorenzo might have killed us
Able to
all.
find some way to
Kill all
cure
of
my
us.
father before it came to this. I still believe that with a little more time, I might have found some way to remove the artifact. But it doesn't matter now.
You're just sorry that you lost your source of immortality juice.
I don't care what you think anymore. Before you go, you did make the right choice in the end. So I feel I owe you something for your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
Great. Thanks.
One more thing. I've done so much research on the artifact. I may be able to do something with it. Come back in a week or so. All my research may not have been completely in vain.
Excuse me.
I always knew we shouldn't be using the serum. But who could resist such a temptation? I always knew we shouldn't be using the serum. But who could resist such a temptation?
Hey there.
I don't understand why he was so angry at all of us. It was for his own good. Couldn't he see that?
Excuse me.
I always knew we shouldn't be using the serum. But who could resist such a temptation?
Hey.
At least no one was killed. You see now that I was right about Lorenzo. Too late, of course.
Excuse me.
I guess Jack knew what he was doing, keeping Lorenzo locked up like that. It could have been a lot worse.
You see now that I was right about Lorenzo. Too late, of course.
I always knew we shouldn't be using the serum. But who could resist such a temptation?
Heads up.
Where do you want me?
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
You need to talk?
Nothing else I needed.
Very well.
At least no one was killed.
some clothes embarrassing us.
You see now that I was right about Lorenzo. Too late, of course.
Lorenzo might have killed us all if it wasn't for you. I always knew we shouldn't be using the serum. But who could resist such a temptation?
I don't understand why he was so angry at all of us. It was for his own good. Couldn't he see?
Yeah, I can salvage a lot from this one.
There must be something significant in this area to merit these fortifications.
Fine place to sleep right here. Reasonable rate.
All right. Here.
Stockton snores. You've been warned. Busy here.
Hi, I'm Meg. You new to the hill? For 10 caps, I can give you the tour. Nobody knows the place.
Look alive.
Switching out your gear?
Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
Hey there.
Kay can patch you up if you're hurt. Best doc and vet around. Got a lot of junk to offload? Deb buys all the loose ends around here. Fixes it up later.
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need, and sell everything you do.
You have any paying work?
Yeah, I have something. It ain't easy, though. Caravanners just love swapping tall tales. But I've heard one story enough times, there's gotta be some truth to it. Apparently, the Northern Road goes straight through an old military training yard that's just crawling with a horde of feral ghouls. And that's cutting into my bottom line. So you take care of that, and maybe I can throw a few caps your way.
I already cleared the National Guard training yard.
Well, I'll be. Take this, then. You might want to talk with Kessler, by the by. She's looking for someone like you.
This area appears secure.
You got a problem?
So Deb's been talking you up. Says you get results. I got a sensitive job that needs someone with skills, and more rolling around in their head than marbles. That sound like you?
I'm all that, plus discreet.
Fantastic. Our town works because everyone knows we got the raider angle covered. The gangs get paid off and leave our caravans alone. But Zeller's army is getting greedy, asking for more caps. And after we pay them, the bastards still hit our people. But I found out the army's holed up in an old prep school. The job's simple. Deal with them.
Know anything else about Zeller's army?
It took a lot of favors just to get the name of their crash pad. The East Boston Prep School. Judge Zeller runs a strange outfit. Came out of nowhere and now they're players. I don't know what you'll find there.
Consider Zeller's army dealt with.
These guys are dangerous, so be careful. If there are survivors, rescue them. If any lost caravan hands make their way back into circulation, that'll do wonders for trade. But above all, you're just a freelancer working for yourself. Never even heard of us on the hill, right?
hear someone. Combat positions.
Someone there?
Anything useful?
No, it's nothing.
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Reals? Yeah. Place is a ghost town. So some good news, finally. Tell me about it.
Fuck was that?
Finding a quiet spot in the Commonwealth is a rare occurrence.
This is bullshit. No, all quiet. Think it's open.
Dumbass. Glad you got me around to watch your back.
Got the insect.
shut the fuck up a second. I hear something. I know you. End of the line! Give up now,
Hold on.
I'll make it quick.
I think we're being stalked. False alarm.
Playing games with me, huh? Scared, huh? No sign of him now. That's what I'm worried about. Come on. It's over. He must have run off. Relax. Fucking relax. When I'm ready to fucking relax, you got it? Ah, Jesus, you work fucking hard. So glad that you're thanking me instead of bitching all the time. I'm yapping already. You're sneaking up on me now. Don't get your panties in.
I'd just leave that if I were you.
It's on!
For honor! For glory!
Why don't you just die?
I could have sworn I heard something.
Ah, tough guy. Come on! Shit. Lost him. I know you're here. Dumbass coward.
Well, let's see what you've acquired.
What? No!
This area seems to be already.
Hide.
Good work. Don't leave anything behind. I know this may sound like a strange question, but tell me, what do you think about Scribe Halen?
Scribe Halen? Why? Is something wrong with her?
No, not at all. Halen's doing well. I simply wanted to talk to you about her, but I wanted to know what you thought of her first.
She's as dedicated as they come. A real team player.
I couldn't agree more. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe. I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
昨天早上9点半，昨天9点半，9点半是什么？什么游戏发表吗？
You ignore people often?
This isn't like you, Dance. Are you gonna tell me what this is all about?
I suppose I'm beating around the bush because I don't normally find these discussions easy to handle. I'll try and get right.
就跟之前泄露的情报是差不多啊。你很喜欢吗？
Felt like I could confide in you about it to get your honest opinion.
She seems to be able to handle herself. Why are you worried?
Helen is a model scribe. This has nothing to do with her capabilities in the field. A few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders.
你喜欢那种玩法是不是？
By that night's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
It sounds like she was simply following your orders.
Of course she was. Halen's never been insubordinate. But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same
目前还是不确定啊，等到公测出来再说。办挖，现在大家也是猜来猜去。
After what felt like an eternity.
目前是说要保持连线才可以啊。
I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while. A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station.
而且台湾不一定还会有啊，通常像这种网络的话，可能先美国先有一阵子，才会有亚洲区啊。
To do something her medical training told her was wrong. That's why I'm worried about it. And for that matter, everyone.
而且你想想看，现在上古卷轴的网络版还是英文版的，所以要推广的话也是很难。就看现在避难所还有出中文版啊 ，PS 啊。
Come on, Dance. What is it you're really worried about here?
I don't know. Look.
看最近会不会4代会不会出更新档？如果有的话，说不定有可能会有出中文版76。
We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
对啊，可是他3年才出来中文版啊，他现在才刚出来，所以他现在有人在翻译那些游戏也不一定。看那个西西啊，还有那个76的中文版会不会同时发售？不然有点凶多吉少。
The way you held Halen tells me that you
现在
care
大家都在吵，
and they care about you.
我是还蛮中立的啊，因为
Well, looks like things have taken a turn. I signed up to be your sponsor.
有些人不喜欢网络，有些人只喜欢单机啊，我是保持中立。
All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen. It's comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
I'm glad that it's made you feel better, Dance.
More than you realize. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst, instead of at my best.
不过骂的人也是蛮多的啊，我是觉得有玩玩看也不错啦。我是认为说是单机加网络啊，不过它现在感觉好像是有点像那种 GTA 网络模式的那种感觉，就完全独立，就有点像4代跟76合在一起，就变成一个 GTA 5。然后 GTA 5也有 GTA 的网络版，它也是有点剧情啊，就是那个找那个黑人找跟那个主角下飞机那种感觉差不多。所以你看那个影片，那个人根本就是魔物猎人，那个怪物那么大，然后还有翅膀，还会飞，然后打完之后还打卡拍照。
Never know what you'll find.
Hey. I couldn't take much more of it. Thank you.
Hi. Don't let any of these Zeller's Army bastards live.
Hey there.
Kessler send you? Thank God.
其实做人连线也不错啦，增加一点话题啊。而且现在年轻人不是玩手游，都是玩网络游戏比较多啊。像现在很少人在玩那种对话很多、对话选项很多的 RPG 游戏啊。不然干嘛像一城余生也要做成类似像射击游戏的样子，这样也比较好玩。不过不晓得要怎么样营运啊，大概就像魔物猎人那样子卖一些服装啊、动作这样子，因为它也没有月费或者是那个氪金的制度。应该这几个月都开始慢慢公布啦。我觉得现在在讨论也是太慢、太早了。他打死敌人好像是瓶盖都自动帮你拿，不用再自己去捡。然后打死玩家，那就是赚个10几块的瓶盖这样子。Oh my god， 走错地方。
USS Constitution. What it's doing up on a building is a mystery. That's the USS Constitution. What it's doing up on a building is a mystery.
Hey.
One of the prisoners told me what they went through at the prep school.
不过那个地图不知道怎么区分啊？是每个人一个地图吗？还是说大家合在一起？
It's the Minutemen who helped you. If you support us, we can help even more.
Yeah, right. The Minutemen abandoned our sorry asses long ago. A lot of people's kin died because of that. Listen, you did us a good turn, but it would take a hell of a lot more for me to want to deal with the Minutemen.
Glad it turned out well.
I'm happy you're on our side. With your help, the roads are a lot safer. Heard you got land of your own. Tell you what, build a safe place for the caravans to stop, and everyone can profit.
Sure.
But either way, you're welcome back to the hill anytime.
Should the need arise, this fortification would make an excellent fallback point.
听说是10几个人啊，然后组队的话大概是4个人左右。还有差不多还有半年5个月左右的时间。而且你还要担心，如果你玩电脑版的话，外挂会很多。
My onboard functions are operating at full capacity.
You should get an umbrella. You don't want to catch a cold, do you?
如果是网络游戏的话，是不晓得啦。
This must have been quite the bustling metropolis before the bombs fell.
Look alive.
Ready.
What do you want?
I suggest we take as much
你看那个单丝的那个装甲片，把它拿下来，它就装不回去了。
join my company. You and I make quite an effective team. Would you like me to go with you?
some repair. Maybe check the engine?
Self-diagnostic complete. I'm happy to report I won't be falling apart on you anytime soon.
We must remember the clock. Set the crosswalk.
攻击力居然差那么多，居然差了2倍，只有一半而已。现在的网络游戏很多，我也很久没有玩了。我可能不会第一时间玩啦，主要是私人因素比较多，先观察看看，因为可能只能玩电脑版，可是电脑版外挂又很多。 如果中文版没有出怎么办？还会玩吗？
Anything useful?
Loctite。
其实虽然没有剧情的话，也是很好玩吧。就像《恶灵古堡》一样，搜寻地图那些的，我认为应该还是会有，只是现在游戏厂商不想泄露。
Fought in several harsh environments, but darkness has always been one of the toughest.
That's it.
Why is it so quiet in here? I don't like this.
好，要下线了，先找一张床来睡。
Only meanies eat meat, my little Murkies.
那我今天就先到这边了。
I'm seeing evidence that something's recently inhabited this area.